Hi, and welcome to this week's Coach's Corner. Happy holidays. We are set for the high school basketball season to begin. It begins this week with a busy week. Our girls and boys both will play 4 games this week, beginning Tuesday, December the 8th, against Woodward at the beautiful Allen Robson Fieldhouse. And we've got our girls basketball coach, Coach Jody Fincher. First of all, I haven't asked you, but what do you think about your new home to play? I know you've coached a lot of places, but it's a pretty nice facility, isn't it?
It is. It's really that's the when I walked in and I saw it, I thought, I could handle this. It's something that I like. It's big, but it's homey. It's not real spread out. I love the all the way around seating. Ready to see those Robson Rowdies go crazy and just get that atmosphere going.
I know all coaches want is a little advantage at home. You want a little advantage, and the crowd is right on the game. And when there's a large crowd in there and it gets loud, it really does help your ball club.
It does. The kids enjoy that kind of atmosphere, whatever sport it is. The kids tend to get a little more energy from the crowd, especially student section and band and pep squad, stuff like that. People don't realize it unless they've played it, how much of an advantage it can help.
Coach and I visited a week ago, and we were still a week and a half away from the season opener. But Coach, as we sit here one day away recording our program, that week before the first game, I always think there's a lot of progress there as you get closer in the anticipation. How was practice last week, and do you feel that those 4 or 5 days of practice has made a big difference in your preparation?
Well, we've been doing, a lot of work on ourselves up until last week. Last week we really started game planning for Woodward. We really were trying to make sure we knew who was going to do what for Woodward, what we were going to do for us, and ended the week with probably our best practice of the year. So we're really excited about that.
It's always nice when things kind of come around because in October and early November, it's kind of a mess, not in a bad way. It just hasn't quite come together. But as you go through the month of November and you have those workouts and those scrimmages, when you do get down to the last few hours, days, it does come together, doesn't it?
Well, it does, and it's especially when you're a new coach putting in a new system and a new philosophy. Things can get muddled early, but these kids have worked extremely hard. And they're excited and ready to go, and hopefully we'll go out and show it tomorrow night.
Woodward comes to town. They are a ball club that's traditionally a powerhouse. Hillary Hurst had 27 against us last year when we played them at their place, and she is an awfully good player, Division I signee. Coach, she will demand a lot of your attention, but Woodward always seems like they have a well-rounded ball club.
They do, and they've got multiple players that can do things. They love to shoot the three. And so that's something we're going to have to defend the 3-point line. We're going to have to make sure we know where Hillary Hurst is at all times, and make sure that we're limiting her touches and limiting her opportunities to take good shots.
Woodward is one of those schools that no matter where you coach in the state, and you've been a few places, when you say Woodward, you think of girls basketball. They have that tradition, and I know every school would like to have that, but they just have that tradition where they go into any game, I'm sure, feeling like they can't be beat too.
Yeah, they do, and that's something that we're going to have to create here as a mindset and a mentality. When our Lady Cats walk out on the court, we think we're the best team out there and that we're going to win.
Coach, this weekend the girls will really get a lot of basketball. 3 games in 3 days. You go to Harrow to play in the Harrow basketball tournament. You open up with the host team, the Harrow girls, at 3:45 on Thursday, and it's always hard to play the host school right off the bat, but you said that's a game you're looking forward to.
Well, we take it as a challenge. We take it as an opportunity for us to play a really good basketball team and a good program for several years, but an opportunity to showcase who we are and how much better we are and where we're at.
On the opposite side of the bracket, coaches, that Choctaw team that has one of the top players in the state, and you've got Weatherford in there, you've got Putnam City. This field of teams is pretty doggone loaded, isn't it?
Oh, it is, and it's a great opportunity for us to play some great basketball and some great teams, great players, and in a great venue. Harrow does a good job of hosting tournaments, and they will. And I'm sure every team will bring a crowd, and it'll be fun.
Does Coach Jody Fincher get nervous before these things?
No, just anxious, just ready to go, just ready to get the waiting over with and ready to play.
Let's toss it up. Let's tip it off.
Let's do it.
Coach, thanks for your time. Coach Fincher, our girls basketball coach, on this week's Coach's Corner.